Good evening, students. So this is our third paper class. This is your first question. Express 22 by 5 as a mixed number. Express 22 by 5 as a mixed number. So this is an improper fraction. So you have to convert this improper fraction into mixed number. Right? 22 by 5. You have to express this 22 by 5 as a mixed number. Right? Have you all finished? Okay. Right, then we will discuss the answer. He expressed 22 by 5 as a mixed number. So how can we convert this 22 by 5 into mixed number? First, we have to divide this 22 by 5. If it is an improper fraction, then we have to divide the numerator by the denominator. So 22, in 22 there are 4 5s. Then 4 times 5 is equal to 20, the remainder 2. So now we can write 4 and 2 over 5. Right? Here 22 by 5. So we have to divide this 22 by 5. In 22 there are 4 5s. Then 4 times 5 are 20. Then the remainder is 2. Then we can write as 4 and 2 over 5. Here we can convert this 22 by 5 directly into a mixed number. So how can we convert? Here 22. First we have to find how many 5s are in 22. There are 4. Then first we have to write 4 as a whole number. Then we have to write the same denominator 5. Now 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22. Then the answer is 4 and 2 over 5. Then second question. If the number 25-8 is divisible by 6, write down 2 suitable digits for the blank. So you have to write 2 suitable digits. That number 2500, we don't know the number 25-8. But that number is divisible by 6. Already you have learned what is the divisibility rule for divisible by 6. If a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then that number is divisible by 6. If a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then that number is divisible by 6. So first you have to check this number can be divided by 2 or not. Right? Then after that you have to check the digital index, because if the digital index of a number is 3, 6 and or 9, then that number is divisible by 3. So you have to check that both 2 and 3. Right? So 25-8. Yeah, okay. Someone said the answer. Okay, right. If the number 25-8 is divisible by 6, write down 2 suitable digits for the blank. 25-8. Right? Here this number is divisible by 6. So first we should know the divisibility rule of 6. Then if a number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then we can say that number is divisible by 6. Then already we have learned divisibility test for 2. Yeah, well, if a number If the last digit of a number is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then that number is divisible by 2. Here the last digit is 8. So we don't need to check about 2 because here the last digit is 8. No. So this number is divisible by 2. So only we have to check the divisibility by 3. So if a digital index of a number is 3609, then that number is divisible by 3. So we have to check the digital index. Here, sum of these 3 digits, this is the 4-digit number. Sum of these 3 digits is 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 8, 15. Then 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. Here already this digital index of these 3 digits is, sum of these 3 digits is 6. So, if a number is divisible by 3, then the digital index should be 3609. 3609. Here, this is already sum of these 3 digits is 6. So, here we can put 0. So, if we put 0, if we write 0, then this sum is not going to change. That means the digital index of this number is 6. So we can write 0 first. Then the digital index should be 6, right? Then already the last class also we have discussed about this. Here if we write this as 0, then we have to add 3 more because here the difference between the digital index is 3. Right? So here first already we have written 2508. Then 2500, here we have to add 3 with that 0. Then 38. Now we can check the digital index of this number 2538. Here 2538. 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 8, 18. Then the digital index is 9. So this number also can be divided by 3. Right? So we can write 0 and 3. Whatever it is. Here 3. If we add 3 with 3, then we can write 6 also. Now we have to check the digital index of this 2568. 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 6, 13, 13 plus 8, 21. Then if we add 2 and 1, then we can get 3. So here we can write 0, 3, 8, 6. Right? We can write 0, 3, 6 in that blank. Here they are asking, write down 2 suitable digits for the blank. You can write 0 or 3 or 6. Right? So we have to know how can we find whether that number is divisible by your 6. So first we have to know that number should be divided by 2 without remainder, and also that number should be divided by 3 without remainder. So we have to check that 2 conditions. If that conditions are satisfied, then we can say this number is divisible by 6. Then question number 3. My father's age is 4 times as my age. This is in the unit of algebraic expressions. Already we have learned that. My father's age is 4 times as my age. Now my age is x. Building up an algebraic expression for the age of my father 8 years ago. So you have to find the age of your father 8 years ago. Right? My father's age is 4 times as my age. Now my age is x. Building up an algebraic expression for the age of my father 8 years ago. So you can write the answer within 20 seconds, right? So first you have to understand the relation between the father and son. Right here, my father's age is 4 times as my age. Now my age is x, building up an algebraic expression for the age of my father 8 years ago. Right. Here, age of father and me, myself, right? So this is son. My father's age is 4 times as my age. Now my age is X here. My age is X. So what will be the father's age? Here 4 times as my age. Then the father's age should be 4x. That means X 4 times X. That is 4x. Right? If my age is X, then the father's age will be 4x. Now they are asking, this is the present age of father and son. Here they have given my age is X. Then we have to find the father's age as 4x. These two ages are present age of father and son. But they are asking the age of father 8 years before. Then we have to subtract 8 from that present age, no? Right? Here the now present age of father 4x. Now we have to find the father's age 8 years before. So we have to subtract 8. Then the age of the father 8 years ago 4x minus 8. Right? So this is the father's age 8 years before. That is 4x minus 8. Then question number 4. Right? Which is the smallest number which is divisible by 5, 18 and 24? Which is the smallest number which is divisible by 5, 18 and 24? Right. Which is the smallest number which is divisible by 15, 18 and 24? Right? So we have to find the LCM because here the question is which is the smallest number, least value, no? Smallest number which is divisible by 15, 18 and 24. When a number is divided by 15, the remainder should be 0. And 18, the remainder should be 0. When the number is divided by 24, that remainder should be 0. But the question is, when we are dividing a number by 15, 18, 24, the remainder should be 0. There may be so many numbers, but we have to find the smallest number. So we have to find the LCM of 15, 18, 24. So how can we find the LCM? Here we can divide by the prime numbers. Here first we have to divide by 2. Here we can't divide, we can't divide 15 by 2, then we have to write 15. 18 divided by 2, 9. 24 divided by 2, 12. Again we have to divide by 2, then 15. 9. 12 divided by 2, 6. Now again we have to divide by 2, then 15, 9 and 3. Now you can divide by 3. 15 divided by 3, 5, 9 divided by 3, 3, 3 divided by 3, 1. Now we have to divide by 3, then 5, 1, 1. Now you can divide by 5, 1, 1, 1. So now we have to multiply these numbers 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. Right? 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 3, 24, 24 into 3, 72, 72 into 5, 360. The question is, which is the smallest number which is divisible by 15, 18 and 24? Here we can check it. 360. When we are dividing by 15, here 2 times 15, 30, balance 6. Then 60, there are 4. Then 360. Here we can divide by 18. 2 times 18, 36. Balance 0. In 0, there is 0. Then 24 divided by 3. Sorry, 360 divided by 24. Then 24 balance 12. 120, there are 5. Then 120. So we can divide this 360 by 15, 24 and 18. So this is the smallest number. Then multiples of this 360 can divide by this 15, 18, 24. That means the second multiples of 360 is 720. So 720 we can divide by 15, 18, 24. Then multiples of this 360 can be divided by these three numbers without remainder, right? So we have to find the smallest number. Then the answer is 360, right? The next one. Write the number 32 using index notation with base 2. Now you have to write this number 32 as index notation with the base 2. So if you divide this 32 by 2, then you can get the multiples of that 2. Then you can write in index notation. Here 32. We have to divide by 2, then 16. Then 16 divide by 2, 8. 8 divide by 2, 4. 4 divide by 2, 2. Then 2 divide by 2, 1. Then we can write as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So there are 5 2's. Then we can write as 2 to the power of 5. Right? 2 to the power 5. Then question number 6. Evaluate negative 2 plus positive 4. Here there are two numbers with 3 signs. So you can reduce the sign. So it will be easy for simplify this question, right? So negative 2. Here plus into plus plus 4. Here there are two numbers with 2 signs. Now we have to check whether that signs are same or different. Here these two signs are different signs. So we have to subtract. Then 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Then we have to put the bigger one sign, that is plus. Then the answer is plus 2. Right? Negative 2 plus plus 4. Then we have to subtract, then 2. Then we have to put the bigger one sign, then plus 2. Then question number 7. If a equals 4, find the value of a to the power 3. Here, a to the power 3, we have to find the value of a to the power 3 when the value when a is equal to 4. So you have to substitute a equals 4. Then here the expression is a to the power 3, right? Then a to the power 3, no, now we are going to substitute a equals 4, then 4 to the power 3. Now we can expand that 4 into 4 into 4. Then we can get the answer easily. 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, 64. Then the answer is 64. So find the value of a to the power 3 when a equals 4. Then 4 to the power 3. Then we can write this 4 to the power 3 as 4 into 4 into 4. Then 4 into 4, 16 into 4, 64. Then question number 8. Write the factors of 39. You have to write all the factors of 39. So first you have to write this 39 as a product of two numbers. So if you write that 39 as a product of two numbers, then that two numbers will be the factors of this 39, bro. So first you have to write this 39 as a product of two numbers. Here we can write 1 times 39, 39. Here we can't divide by 2, no? Then we can divide by 3. 3 times 13 also 39. Here we can't divide 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Again we can divide by 13. So the factors are 1, 3, 13 and 39. So these are the factors of 39, right? So when you are finding the factors of a number, first you have to write that number as a product of two numbers. After writing that number as a product of two numbers, you can write the factors of that number, right? So here 39. So first I wrote that 1 times 39 is 39. Then 3 times 13 equals 39. So 1, 3, 13 and 39 are factors of 39. Then question number 9. You have to find the answer quickly, right? Otherwise, we can't do more questions. I hope we can do 20 questions today. So these are very easy questions. Within 10 to 20 seconds, you can find the answer for this. So you have to do it quickly. Write the fraction 7 over 25 as a decimal. 7 over 25. So in two methods, we can find the answer. We can convert this fraction into decimal. The first method is we have to make the denominators as a power of 10. That means we can make as 10 or 100 or 1000 or 10,000. Those are powers of 10. The second method is we can divide the numerator by the denominator. So in these two ways, you can convert this fraction into decimal, right? Here the first way, 7 over 25. So we have to make the denominator as a power of 10. Here, 10. We can't make this 25 as 10. But we can make this denominator as 100. Here, if we multiply this 25 by 4, then we can make the denominator as 100. So, if we multiply the denominator by 4, then we should multiply the numerator also. Then 4 times 7 is equal to 28. Now, there are two zeros. So, when we are writing this fraction into decimal, we have to move this decimal point by 2-digit left side. So 1, 2, then the answer will be 0.28. Right? So when you are converting a fraction into decimal, first you have to make the denominator as the power of 10. Then you have to count the number of zeros in the denominator. There are two zeros in 100. Then you have to move that decimal point by 2-digit left side. Then you can get the answer. The second method is, here 7 over 25. The numerator is 7, denominator is 25. So by dividing numerator by the denominator also, we can convert this fraction into decimal. So here I am going to divide this 7 by 25. In 7, there is no 25. So we have to put the 0. Here next is point is there. So here also we have to keep the point. Then here we can add the 0 because there is no value for that 0. Now we have to check in 70 how many 25s are there. So we know that 1 times 25 is equal to 25. 2 times 25 is equal to 50. 3 times 25 is equal to 75. So there are two 25s, then 50, right? Then if we subtract 70, if we subtract 50 from 70, then we will get 20. Here again we can add the 0. Now we have to bring down this 0. Now 200 is there. Now we have to check how many 25s are in 200. You already know in 100 there are 4 25s. So in 200 there will be 8 25s. No? So 8 times 25, 8 times 5, 40, balance 4. 8 times 2, 16 plus 4, 20. Then the remainder is 0. So here in this way also you can convert this fraction into decimal. Right? So first way is we have to make the denominator as a power of 10. And the second method is we have to divide the numerator by the denominator, right? Then you can convert the fraction into decimal. Then question number 10. A man gave 2/3 of his land to his daughter and 5/6 of his land to his son. Here there's a father. He gave two-thirds of his land is to the daughter and 5/6 of his land to his son. Now the question is, who received the larger portion of land? So now we have to compare the fractions, isn't it? Now 2/3, 2/3, this is 5/6. Now we have to compare these two fractions. We should find which fraction is greater one or larger one. So that will be a larger portion of that land. So then we can find the daughter or son are getting the more larger portion. So first you have to compare these two fractions. Here in these two fractions, the numerators and the denominators are different. So we have to get the common denominator. That means we have to find the LCM of these two denominators. The LCM is 6. Here the denominators are 3 and 6. Then we have to find the LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. Now we have to make the denominator as 6. In this fraction, already the denominator is 6. Then no need to make this denominator as 6. So here 2/3. The denominator is 3. So we have to make this denominator as 6. So we have to multiply by 2 both numerator and the denominator. Then 4/6. This is 5/6. Right? Now the denominators are equal. Now we can compare the numerator. Here 4 is less than 5. That means this 5/6 will be the greater one or larger one. So comparing these two fractions, 2/3 and 5/6, the 5/6 is the larger fraction. So who will get the larger portion? Son, because the son is getting 5/6 of his land. So son received the larger portion. So when we have to compare these two fractions, if the numerators and also the denominators are different, we have to find the LCM of those two denominators. Then we have to make the denominators as equal. Now we can compare the fraction because the 4 less than 5. Then we know son is received larger portion. Then question number 11. Find the value of 5x to the power 3y when x equals 2 and y equals 3. Here they have given an expression 5x to the power 3y. 5x cubed y. We have to find the value of 5x cubed y when x equal 2 and y equal 3. So you can substitute the value for x and y. Here the expression is 5x to the power 3y. Here x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. Now by substituting we can find the value of 5x cubed y. Right. Okay. Here 5x to the power 3y, right? Then 5 into x to the power 3. Here x is equal to 2. Then 2 to the power 3 times y is equal to 3. 5x cube y. So first 5 times x is equal to 2. Then 2 to the power 3 times 3. Here 5 into 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. Here we know that 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8. Then 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8 into 3. Then 5 times 8, 40. 40 into 3, 120. Then the answer is 120. So by substituting the value for x and y, we can find the value of 5x cubed y. Then question number 12. A equals square numbers between 10 and 50. You all know what is square number. Denote the set A in Venn diagram. So you have to illustrate, or you have to denote the elements of this set in a closed figure. That is called Venn diagram, right? So first you have to write down the elements of this set. Here square numbers between 10 and 50. So first we have to write the square numbers between 10 and 50. Here first square number is 1, second is 4, third is 9, fourth is 16, then 25, then 36, then 49, right? So these are the square numbers between 10 and 50. Now we have to mark, we have to denote these elements in a Venn diagram. So we can write these elements in a closed figure. Here I draw a circle. So we have to write the elements inside of that closed figure, 36 and 49. Then we have to name that set A. Here this is the way to express in Venn diagram. So first we have to list out the elements of that set A. Then you have to write the elements inside of that closed figure. Here I draw the circle. So I have to write the elements inside the circle. Then question number 13. Simplify 1 and 1 over 6 plus 2 and 5 over 12. Here there are two mixed numbers. So in two ways we can add these two fractions. I will explain that two ways. So first you have to find the answer. If you finish, then I can explain in two ways. How can we add it? How can we subtract two mixed numbers, right? Here 1 and 1 over 6 plus 2 and 5 over 12. 1 and 1 over 6 plus 2 and 5 over 12, right? Okay, here 1 and 1 over 6 plus 2 and 5 over 6. Sorry, 5 over 12. First, we have to add these two whole numbers. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Plus. Now we have to add the fractions. 1 over 6 plus 5 over 12. You all know how to add these two proper fractions. First, you have to find the LCM of 6 and 12, that is 12. So in 12, there are two 6s. Then 2 times 1 is equal to 2. In 12, there is 1 12. Then 1 times 5 is equal to 5. Then 3 plus 2 plus 5, 7 over 12. So if we add this whole number and the proper fraction, we can write as 3 and 7 over 12. Right? So this is the first method. First, we have to add these two mixed whole numbers. Then we have to add those two proper fraction. Then after adding the proper fraction, we have to add with the whole number. Then we can write as 3 and 7 over 12. The second method is 1 and 1 over 6 plus 2 and 5 over 12. We have to convert these mixed numbers into improper fraction. So 1 times 6, 6 plus 1, 7 over 6. 2 times 12, 24 plus 5, 29 over 12. Now we have to find the LCM of 6 and 12, that is 12. So in 12, there are 2 6s. Then 2 times 7, 14. Here, in 12, there are 2 6s. Then 2 times 7, 14. In 12, there is 112. Then we have to multiply this 29 by 1. Then that is 29. So 14 plus 29. That is 43 over 12. This is it. This is an improper fraction. So when you are given the answer, you have to convert into mixed number. Don't give the answer in improper fraction. So we have to divide this 43 by 12. 3 times 12, 36, balance 7. Then we can write as 3 and 7 over 12. So in these two methods, you can add these two fractions. But I think this is the easiest way to adding the fraction. Right. Then question number 14. Express 3 gram 125 milligram in milligram. You all know 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. So now you have to convert this 3 gram 125 milligram in milligram. So here this is 3 gram 125 milligram. So 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. Then 3 gram is equal to 3000 milligram. Here already there are 125 milligram. Then totally 3125 milligram. So if we convert 3 gram 125 milligram in milligram, then 3125 milligram. Then question number 5. Yeah, there is a mistake in that question. Write 5 times 5 times 8 times 5 times 8 in index form. Right? That word is mixed. So you have to write this one as an index form. So you have to write as a powers. 5 times 5 times 8 times 5 times a. Here there are 3 5s and 2 a's. So we can write as 5 to the power 3 times a to the power 2. Or we can write as 5 to the power 3 a to the power 2. In these two ways, you can write down the answer. Right? There are 3 5s. So 5 to the power 3. 8 times a, then 2 second power, then a to the power 2. Question number 6. Find the value of 6 plus 4 divided by 2. So you know before adding we have to divide. So first you have to divide that 4 by 2. After getting the answer, you have to add that answer with 6. Then you can get the answer. So 6 plus 4 divided by 2, 2. Then 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Then 8 is the answer for 16th one. Right? So question number 17. Here this is also in the unit of algebraic expression. Here you have to simplify. You know what is like terms, what is unlike terms. So you can add or subtract the like terms. So first you have to identify the like terms. Then you can simplify it. Here 2a plus 3b minus a plus b. You have to identify the like terms. Here this 2a and minus b are like terms because those expression are in terms of a. Here this is plus 2a, this is minus 1a. Here the signs are different. So we have to subtract, then 2a minus 1a is equal to a. Then we have to put the bigger one sign, that is plus. We can write or not, right? Here because that is front of the expression now, so no need to put that plus. If you put plus, then no problem. Then plus 3b plus b. Here these two are like terms because those are in terms of b. Here these two have same sign, so we have to add those two expressions. 3b plus b, 4b. Then we have to put the sign plus. So plus a plus 4b. So the answer is a plus 4b. Here we can't add these two because these two are unlike terms. This is in the terms of a, this is in the terms of b. So these two are unlike terms. So we can't add these two. Then the answer is a plus 4b. Question number 18. Find the highest common factor of 8, 12 and 24. So you have to find the highest common factor of 8, 12 and 24. The last class also I explained how can we find the highest common factor of any numbers, right? So first you have to write this 8 as a product of product of prime numbers or multiples of prime numbers. So you have to divide this 8 by prime numbers, then 4 divided by 2, 2, then 2 divided by 2, 1. Then we can write as 2 into 2 into 2. Then 12. Here we can divide this 12 by 2, then 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. Then 2 into 2 into 3. Then 24. Here 24 divided by 2, 12. 12 divided by 2, 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. Then 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Now we have to find the highest common factor. Here these are common for these all three numbers. Here these are common. Right, only these two. So we have to multiply 2 by 2, then 4 is the highest common factor. Right? So highest common factor of 8, 12 and 24 is 4. Then question number 19. A television drama starts at 3:45 p.m. and ends at 4:20 p.m. Find the telecast time duration of the drama. So you have to subtract, no? You have to find the duration of the teledrama. So directly you can find the answer because 3:45, then plus 15, 4 plus 20, then 4:20, then 35 minutes. Otherwise, when you are showing the method, you have to write in this way, then 4:20, here 3:45. We have to subtract 3:45 from 4:20. Here we can't subtract 45 from 20, so we have to borrow 1. Here we are borrowing 1 hour, that means 60 minutes. Here already we have 20, then totally we have 80 minutes. Now we have to subtract the 45, then 35, then 35 minutes. Here 3 minus 3, 0. Then the answer is 35 minutes. Right? Then question number 20. Evaluate 162.4 divided by 4. You have to divide this decimal number by a whole number. So 162.4 divided by 4. Here in 1 there is no 4. In 16 there are 4. 4 times 4, 16, balance 0. Now we have to bring down this 2. In 2 there is no 4. Right? Now we have to keep the point. Now we have to bring down this 4. In 24, there are 6 times 4, 24. Remainder 0. Then the answer is 40.6.